Good morning, fourth graders. Hopefully you have already taken care of your 2-minute math facts and you're getting faster on those. If in that 2 minutes you are getting more than 20 questions consistently, then bump up a level. Or if you're only getting, 5 or 6 of those questions, bump down a level. We want you to be able to consistently get about 20 multiplication facts in those 2 minutes, but then bump your level up and challenge yourself, because when you get to school and we give you a couple of those multiplication tests, we want you to be challenged and be doing your very best. Also, hopefully you've already done your simple solutions. We are ready for lesson 1.3, comparing and ordering numbers. How do you compare and order numbers? I've got my coffee with me. Wonder if you can tell who this little guy is. He's my fave. Justin Timberlake. Miss Todd gave me this little figurine, so he's gonna hang out with us today and watch us do math. I thought he would be fun. So, unlocking the problem. Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona had 651,028 visitors in July 2008 and 665,188 visitors in July 2009. In which year did the park have more visitors during the month of July? Okay, so we're looking at 651,028 visitors in July 2008 and 665,188 visitors in July 2009. Now, the difference in fourth grade math work on this, rather than just telling you the number and saying which one is greater than or less than, is being able to explain why using math words, using good math vocabulary. Okay, so you need this piece of information pulled out. That's what you've underlined. If you're not underlining, then you're not following directions with me, because you're picking out those important pieces of information. I know your third grade teacher showed you how to do this, so fourth grade teachers expect this as well. So how many visitors in July 2008? You simply write that in. And then how many in 2009? Then we're using the place value chart. You can use a place value chart to line up the digits by place value. Line up the ones with the ones place, the tens with the tens, and so on, comparing those two numbers. So we're simply writing those in. So we're writing the first one in. I always like to double check myself once I write it in. 651,028, 651,028. That's correct. And then the same for the next number. So we wrote those in the place value chart, and you start at the left. Most of the time when we've been talking about place value charts, you always start at the right. You start at the ones, tens, hundreds. But when you're comparing numbers, it doesn't do any good to start in the ones place. Okay, because if we were to start in the ones place, let's see, those are both 8, and then in the tens place is 2 and 8. Well, this one has more 10, so it must be larger. That doesn't make sense, right? You've got to start in the largest place value. So you've got to start at the left. Start at the left. Compare the digits in each place value until the digits differ, until they're different numbers. Okay, so this kind of takes you through all of the steps. So compare the hundred thousands, both are a 6. So move on to the next place value. Then we go to the 10,000s. Well, this one's a 5 and this one's a 6. Ding, 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 done, right? So this one is higher because of the 10,000s place. So it's 600,000. I'm sorry, that was going 600,000. So the digits in the hundreds place is 5 10,000s greater than or less than 6 10,000s? It's less than, right? Therefore, there are more visitors in July 2009 than in July 2008. Always, always, always make sure you go back and answer the question. Because if you just put this, that doesn't answer the question, because the question says in which year. It's looking for a year. Okay. We love to use number lines in math. Use a number line to order 10,408, 10,433, and 10,416 from least to greatest. Sometimes it asks you to list them from least to greatest, and sometimes it asks you to list them from greatest to least. So make sure you know how you're listing. Locate, so find it, and label. So two things. Each point on the number line. The first one's done for you. So they took care of 10,408 for us. Okay? So you kind of have to know how they're counting up. This one's 10,400, 10,410, 20, 30, 40, 50. So they're counting up by 10. So now we have to find 10,433. So the closest thing I can find is 10,430. And we go up 3 more. 31, 32, 33. That's locating it. Now you have to label. 10,433. Got that one done. Then take care of the last one. Why don't you pause the video and see if you can find it without my help, and then check yourself. Okay, 10,416. I'm going to start with 10,410. Okay, halfway would be 15. One more would be 16. So 10,416. So the numbers from least to greatest are 10,408, 10,416, 10,433. And you would write it like that if you were going to write it in order with your less than, greater than signs. Go to your share and show. It says compare 15,327 and 15,341. So you're comparing those two numbers. You're writing less than, greater than, or equal to, and you're using the number line to help. So you're finding both of those on the number line. So let's find the first one. These are also going up in 10 increments. So first one, 15,327. So I'm going to go to the 15,320. I know the middle one is 5, 6, 7. 15,327. I'm having to write tiny. Then 15,341. So I'm going to the 40, going to 1, 15,340. And I'm having to write that tiny. Therefore, the first one is less than the second one. Okay. When you're comparing and you don't have a number line or a place value chart, okay, which is what we're working away from in 4th grade, use these tools to help, but then you're working back to being able to do it without those additional tools. Okay, so as a 4th grade math teacher, what we expect is for when you're comparing numbers, underline the one that there's different. You know, the one that there's a difference in. So this one's 631,328 is less than, greater than, or equal to 640,009. So both of the 100,000s are 6, and then the 10,000. There's a 4 in this one, there's a 3 in this one, so it is less than. Try number 3 by yourself. Say the numbers. Talk about the first place value
Teachers, your lunch is in the lounge. Lunch is in the lounge.
That was Miss Baxter. I'm just gonna let it be an announcement. They're feeding us today, which is awesome. All right. So pause the video, then come back. Okay, so hopefully you said something about the 10,000s place being the same. They're both 5. But then the thousands place, there's a 6 and a 2. The 6 is greater than the 2. Therefore, 56,991 is greater than 52,880. Number 4, they made it easy on us because it's the 100,000 place that has the difference in the value, and that's 700,000 is greater than 600,000. And same on the 500. There is nothing in the 100,000s place. So 1 is greater than 0, so that will be greater than. Lastly, number 6, you're ordering from greatest to least. See, I told you they would try to trick you sometimes. So from greatest to least, you're trying to find the value that has the greatest value first, okay? So they all are 20,000 and something. So then you go to the thousands place, that's a 0, that's a 1, ding, 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 and that's a 0. So that's the greatest, so 21,150. Now we can leave that out, so now we're gonna go to the hundreds place. So we're looking at the 6 and the 8. So the 8 is next, 20,890. And then lastly, 20,650. So if you want to write these without the commas, because that gets a little confusing if you notice, then you just write greater than, greater than, greater than. Answer this question, guys, like out loud, or if your parent is there and you can explain it. Why do you not start with the ones digit when comparing 3 multi-digit numbers? Why do you not start in the ones digit? Alrighty, guys. Your exit ticket today is number 16. Make sure that you label the unit, which means it's in money. So you label that $sign in the front after you answer that question. Okay. But again, I encourage you to do this page. Have questions ready for me on Thursday, or your math teacher on Thursday. Ask your parents to look over it for help making sure that you get this done correctly. And then answer your exit ticket. Don't forget to take a picture of the work that you've done and upload it for your teacher so that we know where your mistakes are if we have to go back and look. Have a great rest of your day.